Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another KrebsCOHO World of Tanks gameplay video for all of you to enjoy. Hooray, hooray, we're on to another great, fantastic video from World of Tanks. How great a moment it is. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be doing for you guys to enjoy today is just wholesome entertainment from World of Tanks, alright? So I'm not going to be sparking any debates or anything like that, no tips out in these few videos I'm going to be doing for you guys tonight. In fact, it's just going to be mostly entertainment. This gameplay that I'm showing you right at the moment, and by the way, I'm thinking I'm going to do a few replays tonight, so maybe 2 or 3. I'll see how it goes. I'm sure you guys will find out by the number that are posted on the YouTube channel tonight. But anyway, so what I'm going to be doing for you guys is this first replay is of my own. In fact, this is the last game I played just now, literally probably 10 minutes ago. I've got the adrenaline still pumping through me, and now I don't have many games where I am shaking, literally shaking from the tension and the amount of excitement that goes on in a game. Alright, you know, obviously I have a lot of great times and fun, and it can be a bit tense at times in World of Tanks, but not usually where I'm shaking and I can literally feel my heart beat. Something like that, where you can literally feel the adrenaline. It's like if you were running a marathon or running for your life from something, such a tense moment that your heart starts beating faster. In fact, they call it something called tachycardia, when your heart beats faster. That is more of a medical term about it. Tachycardia, alright? So, this is the match that we're going to be going over today. This is the team that I am currently on, and that is the enemy team. Lots of ISs, T-29, Jagdpanther, I am a Hummel, and we're going to be playing on the map Prokhorovka. Prokhorovka. Okay, God, I hope that's how you say it. Prokhorovka. There you go. So it sounds very Russian. In fact, it probably is Russian, I imagine, and it looks very grassy, so it could be with this, the same sort of style as Steps. In fact, it looks a lot like Steps, doesn't it? The other map. Alright, so basically what you can expect in this matchup today is just, it is a lot of tension for me specifically. I don't know what's going on because I've been playing a lot of games tonight, and almost all of my games I have lost. Not because I'm doing something wrong, but either I'm getting unlucky, my artillery shots are going slightly off, or I just have some sort of horrendous team. And that is one of the unfortunate things about World of Tanks. Sometimes when you get a horrendous team, you can't help it either, can you? I mean, sometimes, for example, one thing I really have a big pet peeve of is everyone that goes the same direction on a map, and they ignore your calls to go somewhere else. So actually, you could say that's 2 pet peeves. 1, everyone going the same direction. 2, them ignoring you in your commands and your orders, alright? So, say for example, if you get put with a horrendous team, everyone is going the same way, and then somebody will, one of the smarter players will point out on the map, go this direction, nobody's going that direction, but instead, they all insist on keeping to go on that one-sided area. That is very, very frustrating. I had a game yesterday where it was exactly like that. Literally, my entire team went on one area. It was actually on Steps. My entire team went on one area, and it was just me and a KV on the other side, and oh my gosh, it was just the most absolute frustrating thing because we were just spamming the clicks on the map, telling them, come on, you need to go on this side, you can't do that, you cannot do that, and lo and behold, nobody done it, and it was very frustrating. So, work as a team, guys. I mean, if one of your pet peeves, actually, you know, I was saying that we shouldn't spark any debates, but since we're on the topic, we might as well do it. What are your pet peeves? Let me know in the comment box below what you guys think is annoying in this game, what you hate other players doing, what you hate perhaps a teammate doing, maybe what even you hate doing, tank-wise, player-wise, skill-wise, I don't care, just what one of your pet peeves are. You guys already know 2 of mine, orders and everyone going the same direction, alright? Okay, so basically, so far it looks like the game is neck and neck, and now this is one of the frustrating things, because neck and neck, and we are winning. Not entirely neck and neck, I suppose you could say, but we are winning about 2 kills. In fact, just changing it to 3 there. So I'm doing very well with my Hummel right at the moment. 3 kills above the opposing team. I've got 2 of them, in fact, and I've been damaging quite a few of these tanks. So I'm specifically aiming down the right side because the left hand side, surprisingly, there's not that many people there. It seems like all of the heavy tanks of the enemy team are on the right hand side. Kind of unusual if you ask me, because usually when there's a lot of heavy tanks on this map, particularly Prokhorovka, is that a lot of people like going along the left-hand side and going into those bushes. That's what I've noticed in a lot of games. Maybe it's just with tank destroyers or something. I've seen a lot of normal tanks like Tigers and KVs even go to that area, but it seems like a lot more tank destroyers actually go along the left-hand side, just because there's obviously a lot more natural cover in terms of the bushes and hiding. So obviously it goes along with the sort of advantageous points about the tank destroyers getting bonuses with your camouflage, right? Okay, so the right-hand side is totally duffed. Still managing to do quite a bit of damage, killing 3 of them and actually damaging the other tanks a lot. So now this is where it's going to start becoming frustrating. Maybe you guys are going to start understanding where my adrenaline rushes are coming from. It's 11 to 10. We were leading by 3 and now we're down to leading by 1. Alright, so the ties are coming into place here. Okay, so we've lost the entire flank on the right hand side. That means I'm exposed. That VK that I injured with 32 health, that's 32 health, but still a VK. It can still take me on and kill me. So even though there's only 1 tank on the right hand side, still means I need to get away from that area. And so the most logical thing to do is go along the left hand side, get some cover from my tanks that are just a bit ahead. Alright, I know I'm not that far down there. Maybe I should have actually gone a little bit closer down to there. But I'm on the left hand side. I'm not sticking in the middle. So I'm a lot safer than I was beforehand. Alright, so they still have a lot more tanks. Now, again, where the frustrating bits are going on. How the hell did this happen? That it would change from 11 to 11 to 12. Alright, we were leading by 3 and now we're losing by 1. Just crazy to think how much a game changes so fast. And now, yet again, down 2 players. Alright, they're leading by 2. This is, again, another frustrating thing for me because, as I was saying a little bit earlier, pretty much all of my games today have been losses. Just been putting on with a horrendous team or something like that. And it's kind of bad for me because I alternate between about 4 different tanks. My Panzer 3/4, my Hummel, my Jagdpanther, and now my VK. So basically, I'm always trying to get my 2 times XP on all of them, and I've only managed to do it out of probably 10 games so far today. I've probably only won once. Gotcha. And so that is really frustrating when I'm thinking of it. I've still got 3 more tanks to get my 2 times XP today, and just the fact that this game was pretty much in our hands, and now it's the Hummel, me by myself, taking on the entire enemy team now. It's just absolutely horrendous thinking about it. So, okay, they're leading by 2 now. They were leading by 3, now it's 2, and I'm the only person left on my team. I've got 4 kills. They have a Jagdpanther with 5 kills. Alright, so he is definitely a deadly target. He's the one that's been doing a lot of damage. Most likely, he's been the one that was killing all those tanks over on the left-hand side. And now, I don't like to be abusive or anything like that, but to be fair, my team was noobs if they would die from a Jagdpanther. If they would all stay in the same area and just die from a Jagdpanther, they surely were unskilled and noobish. I don't know how else to put it that way, but if, for example, 1 or 2 of your tanks beside you are destroyed from Jagdpanther, what is the point of staying there and then getting killed by the Jagdpanther? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would they not pull back? Alright, so that doesn't really make sense to my opinion, but hey ho, gotta keep on going, right? So 5 kills, taking out that VK, just down a little bit on his health. But one of the important things is, especially when you're in a desperate situation like this, is when to fire correctly. I know a lot of people, if they were in the Hummel, for example, or in any artillery, and they just went into a position like this where the VK was probably 50 meters in front of them or so, they would probably fire immediately, prematurely. And that would mean that they would lose their artillery shot and most likely miss unless they were very lucky. But most likely would miss, and that would be it, kaput. Gone. Alright, that would be them dead. Obviously, we know with the artillery, if you miss a shot, then it's a whole lot longer for you to actually get another one. And that means you're probably dead. Okay, so I'm defending. The only cover I have is behind it, that wreck of the VK, and I thought that was actually quite a smart thing to do. That is the only cover that I could be offered. I mean, I could easily have gone over the hill to the right-hand side. I could go into some bushes, but to be honest, I think this would have been definitely the best thing to do because running towards the right-hand side, I could have been shot in the meantime. There you guys go, taking out the Yag Panther. 6 kills for myself, 1 tank left, and it's an artillery battle. Honestly, when I was in this position right now, I could not believe it. I could not literally believe what had just happened. And now the Vespa, last thing to take out, 160 health, no problem. Here I go. What? No! Oh god. Oh, I can't believe it. He was moving. He was moving the entire time. And I don't think he was even aiming. He just fired. And was so lucky to actually take me out in 1 hit. I believe we actually had the exact same health. I wasn't actually checking my health bar, but I believe we had exactly the same health, like 160 or 180 health points. My god, who would have thought a Vespa, a tier 3 tank, would have killed me, a tier 5 tank, in 1 shot? I know it was damage, but come on. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that cast. I'm gonna move on to another one in just a wee moment here, but man, that was tense. You gotta understand from my perspective just why the adrenaline was pumping there. Literally 1 tank left. I could have won that, but so lucky that Vespa, so lucky. Anyway guys, see you in the next cast.